Let's jump right into this explainer because we absolutely have to debunk the single biggest myth about sleep right off the bat. We all kind of assume that if we're physically exhausted, we're guaranteed to automatically get restorative rest, right? But biologically speaking, yeah, it just doesn't work that way at all. So why doesn't being dead tired guarantee deep sleep? Well, it's because deep sleep actually isn't about fatigue. It is entirely about safety. Think of it like a security system. Your brain's threat detection system literally has to feel completely safe to power down its vigilance. If it detects even a hint of a threat, nope, you are staying locked right there in shallow sleep.
And the stakes from missing out on that deep rest, they are incredibly high. To put this into perspective, research shows that women who sleep 6 hours or less face a massive 62% higher risk of breast cancer. And that is just compared to those sleeping exactly 1 hour more.
It also drastically compromises your immune system. Sleeping under 7 hours a night makes you almost 3 times as likely to catch a cold. Your body literally begs for deep sleep just to repair itself. So, what exactly is getting in the way? Let's look at section 1, cortisol, the timing hormone. Okay, we need to completely redefine a hormone you've definitely heard of before. Most of us usually just call cortisol the stress hormone, but biologically, it actually acts as a timing hormone. It's the clock regulating your alertness across your entire 24-hour circadian cycle. For you to actually hit that restorative, slow-wave, deep sleep, your cortisol absolutely must drop to its lowest point at night. The contrast here is super fascinating. A healthy morning cortisol spike is a great thing. It's what naturally wakes you up. But if your cortisol stays elevated at night, it totally tricks your brain into staying vigilant. Your brain interprets your bedroom environment as a literal survival threat, just slamming the brakes on deep sleep. The hidden engine controlling all this is called the HPA axis. And here is the modern trap we all fall into. This system reacts to psychological stimuli, like a late-night work email or staring at the bright screen of your phone, exactly as if they were physical life-or-death survival threats. It pumps out cortisol, and boom, you are wide awake. Moving right along to section 2, how food impacts sleep. You might be wondering, what does food have to do with this? Well, maintaining a normal sleep rhythm actually requires maintaining a normal eating rhythm. Take 2 really common mistakes we make. First, eating sugary, high-glycemic foods spikes your insulin, which in turn pushes your cortisol way out. But on the flip side, skipping meals completely is honestly just as bad. It forces your body into a panic, releasing cortisol as an emergency stress response to low blood sugar. This brings us to a real game changer, the 5-hour rule. The glycemic index of whatever you eat alters your cortisol levels for the next 5 whole hours. So eating an irregular sugary dinner or just starving yourself pretty much guarantees your nighttime cortisol is going to be far too high for REM and deep sleep. Let's jump to section 3, sleep-inducing superfoods. So, how do we actually hack this system to our advantage? Simple. We can use specific foods that act as biological safety signals for the brain. Like oatmeal provides complex carbs that trigger serotonin. Almonds, they're packed with magnesium to promote GABA, which completely relaxes the nervous system. Toss in some kiwi and maybe some decaf green tea, and you are literally feeding your brain chemical safety signals. Oh, and then there's this true secret weapon, tart cherries. Research actually shows that drinking just 30 milliliters of tart cherry concentrate twice a day significantly increases both your total sleep time and your sleep efficiency. Why does this work? Because they are naturally packed with melatonin, which helps lower your core body temperature and preps your whole system for sleep. Which brings us to our final part, section 4, sending safety signals. Building the perfect evening routine is really all about designing habits that consistently tell your brain, hey, it is safe to disengage now. Start by finishing your meals early, ideally around 7 p.m., just so your digestion has time to settle down. Next up, physically write down your worries. Actually put pen to paper to externalize them. It essentially turns off your prefrontal cortex for the night. And finally, take a warm bath. It sounds a bit counterintuitive, but when you get out, your core temperature drops rapidly, which sends a massive biological sleep signal straight to the brain. Deep sleep is not something you command, it's something your brain allows when cortisol falls. I just love that quote. Ultimately, restorative sleep isn't something you can aggressively force to happen. It is entirely about establishing consistent, repeating patterns of emotional and physical safety so that your internal vigilance can finally just fade away.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative question to really think about tonight. What threats are you accidentally sending your brain right before bed? Seriously, take a look at your lighting, your late-night snacks, your whole routine. Once you eliminate those accidental threats and start signaling safety to your brain, you will finally unlock that restorative rest you've been desperately needing.